When I see a field like this, I think, boy, this would be great for sheep. Well, what a coincidence. We're on Psalm 23. Psalm 23 is probably the most recited, most sung, most written about. There's artwork done about Psalm 23. It is probably one of the most, if not the most famous and popular psalm out there. So I get Psalm 23. Really? I get Psalm 23? I get Psalm 23. Just kidding, there's nobody there. So Psalm 23 is, wow. It starts out with the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And we could really take just that verse and talk about just that verse. In fact, you could take every single verse in Psalm 23 and just do a study, a complete meditative study on that verse. Whole books have been written about Psalm 23. We could teach a whole class on Psalm 23. But here the psalmist paints this picture of God being like a shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. That's really twofold in that you think about it, if God's my shepherd, what more could I want? If you could only have one thing in your life, one thing, that's it. I would choose God to be my shepherd. Because without that, I mean, really, what else do you have? So I'm not wanting, or I'm not in want, but I'm also not wanting. I'm not wanting anything more, anything less. It starts right off speaking about contentment. The Lord's my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. Psalm 23 really is kind of the ultimate God's got you psalm. No matter what it is, where you're at, what you're going through, where you find yourself, God's got you. Psalm 23 is the God's got you psalm. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Many times I have walked what I thought was that, scared, sometimes at night, okay, mostly at night. You know, I've actually been in situations where I've quoted this verse, you know, walking somewhere at night, no lights, not sure what kind of beasts are out there to get me. I have a very wild imagination. But, yea, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Why? Because you're with me. When we think about the shepherd who leads, who guides, who provides, who is with us in everything, through everything, always, I picture sheep very content, very at peace, very comforted. Every once in a while glancing up at the shepherd, he's got me. He's got this. And there's really a peace and comfort that comes from knowing that you're always taken care of, that there's somebody that's watching out for you. He restores my soul. You know, when I'm troubled, he's there. When I wander off someplace a little further than I should go, he's there to bring me back. You know, he talks about the rod and the staff. His rod and staff, they comfort me. And sometimes that rod's needed, that you know, shepherd's staff. I should know the name of it. It's poor preparation. I should have looked up the name of it. And right now I'm actually picturing many of you like shouting at the screen, letting me know what it's actually called. Thank you for that. But that staff, that crook staff there, brings me back, but is also there for protection. And that too gives me peace and comfort. This is the ultimate God's got you psalm. Psalm 23 is, I would really encourage you to read the whole thing. Take some time. I'm going to take some time and meditate on each one of these verses. The Lord's got us, so much so when we come to the point where it says he prepares the table before me in the presence of my enemies. I get another picture there that of a table set with an enormous feast, a great spread, nice fireplace, big mantle. You with me? Enemies all around, waiting to kill me, maim my flesh. And I can walk in because the great shepherd is right there, standing next to me. Walk in, have a full, contented meal, just be at complete and total peace. Brothers and sisters in Christ, God's got you. God's got us. And think about, meditate on what all that means and what all we have, because the Good Shepherd is with us constantly. Saints, have a great day. God bless you. And remember, God's with you and God's got you.